Okay. Investigator, we'll just kind of go through these photos one by one. You can also reference the diagram here to show context to where they're at as you're discussing them, okay? In the first photo here, what are we looking at?
So the photographer would be inside the enclosed porch. That would be the front door leading into the living room. One thing to note here, it's a little bit hazy, but this would be a Ring doorbell that would be mounted on the front of the home.
Okay. And then looking in through that door, can you point out where those pillars are?
Yeah, so this would be the pillar on the north side of the room.
Okay. The next photo here, what are we looking at?
So this is an additional view of the living room. Again, this is the opposite pillar on the south side of the room. You can kind of see into the dining room area. This would be the door to the kitchen. This is a sectional L-shaped couch. Right here is something to note. What we believe to be the family dog was located kind of underneath these blankets.
Kind of wrapped up
Yeah.
in the blanket?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this photo, what are we looking at?
So this is, I misspoke, it's not a sectional or L-shaped couch, it's just kind of set up in an L, but this would be the kind of the corner of the home. The couch kind of goes in that L-shape. The dog would be located up here. This would be the coffee creamer that Christy Folman brought by for morning coffee and set on that end table.
Okay, and that chair that's next to that table, that's against the wall facing Avoca Street, the front of the home.
Yeah, so this is along the front of the home. This is along the south end of the home.
Okay. All right, what are we looking at in this photo?
Again, these pillars are just going to keep coming up as a kind of a frame of reference, but this would be the pillar. This would be our living room. This is the table where the nylon sheath was located. This would be the entrance into that small hallway that gave access to the bedrooms. This would be what we later learned was Jennifer Dazey's purse.
Okay, and if you're in that doorway and you went and you turned right, whose bedroom would you be going to?
Jennifer's.
If you turned left?
Tyler's.
All right. Okay, where are we at here, investigator?
Again, we're back in the dining room. Our table is directly off to right-hand side here into the kitchen. You can't see it, but you can access the basement through a door here, and you kind of access a back, like, mudroom pantry area through that little opening there.
Okay, do you have any knowledge as to what room Chrissy Folman was in when officers were there?
My understanding is that she was located in the back of the house here.
Okay, in that pantry type area that you called it?
Mudroom area, yeah.
Okay. What are we looking at here?
This is just an additional view. You'd be standing right next to the refrigerator here. This would be the pantry mudroom and then the exit out of the home. If you walk into this room and take a quick left, that would be the way to exit the residence.
Okay. And then this photo?
Again, that's just the door leading to the outside from the back of the house.
Okay. And here?
So this is a shot into Tyler's bedroom. If you're standing next to the bathroom, which is right here, looking in, this would have been the view of the officers who first encountered Tyler. He would have been laying among these blankets, and he would have been facing the wall there.
Okay. And here?
This would be if you turned 180 degrees around, you're now looking back down the hallway into Jennifer's room.
Okay, that's the last one on that. I will be putting up more shortly, just so you know, okay? All right, so that was the general layout of the house. When you searched the residence more thoroughly, did you start in the kitchen?
I did.
Tell me about, did you observe anything in the kitchen, anything Anything collected for evidence?
Nothing collected for evidence there.
Okay. Observe anything that made you concerned or anything in the kitchen area whatsoever?
No, no blood evidence in there.
Any signs of a disturbance?
No.
Okay. After the kitchen then, what did you process next?
I believe the next place I went into was the bedroom where Tyler Dazey was located.
Okay, may I approach?
Yes.
12. Handing you what I marked as State's Exhibit 12. It's a group of just 3 photos. What are those photos of?
Photos of Tyler's room.
And that's how it appeared to you on January 18, 2024?
Yep.
Move to admit State's Exhibit 12.
No objection.
12 is admitted.
Okay. The first photo, can you tell me what we're looking at here?
Again, the photographer would be standing in the doorway. This is the makeshift bed. Tyler didn't actually have a bed in his room. He just kind of slept on various blankets and comforters. That's where he would have been located. Right here is the door to the attic, which I mentioned or noted previously.
Okay. And here?
Just an additional view. This is a large Cobalt brand tool chest that he had in his room.
And is there a backpack in there?
There is, yep.
Okay. Did you learn anything about that backpack?
Yeah, so once it came time to actually search the room, search the residence, located, I believe Captain Stile located at least 2 knives in that bag.
Okay. Tactical gear, is that what you'd call it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the next photo?
Again, that's just an additional view of the large Cobalt tool chest, which he had in his room.
Okay. Did you see any blood splatter in that room?
I did not.
Did you see any disturbance of any sort?
No.
And did you locate anything that had identifying information for Tyler Dazey?
I did, yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, it was clear that he was living in the room. There were there in the laundry baskets here. There were numerous shirts from Tri-State Quality Metals that had Tyler embroidered across the chest.
Okay. And was Tyler Dazey's wallet or driver's license also located within the home?
Within the home, yes.
Okay. Did you notice any blood splatter, or did you collect anything from that room?
We did collect some things from that room. We didn't collect any. Again, there was no blood spatter within the room, but we did collect certain things from the room. We collected all the blankets that he was kind of using as a makeshift bed that he had kind of been wrapped up when we first came in contact with him.
Did any of those items appear to have any blood on them?
Not that we observed, no.
Okay. So after you went there, did you assist in the search of the bathroom?
I did.
Okay, may I approach?
Yes.
13. Handing you what I previously marked as State's Exhibit 13. Take a look through that group. And what is this a group of photos of?
Just some additional photos of the bathroom.
Okay, and is that how it appeared to you on January 18, 2024?
Yes.
Move to admit State's Exhibit 13.
No objection.
13 is admitted.
Okay, we'll go through these one by one again. Tell me what we're looking at in this photo.
We're just looking into the bathroom from the hallway. We kind of noted that there were several towels that were kind of tossed down on the floor, kicked against the bathtub. Looked like someone had showered and just kind of left the towels there.
Okay, so the shower curtain is obviously where the shower is located.
Yep.
Where is the toilet and sink located if you're looking at this photo?
So it's a really small bathroom. If you walk in and kind of turn off to your right, you're going to locate the sink, and then the toilet's kind of tucked in the corner.
Okay. So the toilet is right behind that door?
Yes.
Okay. All right, what are we looking at here then?
So again, that's the sink. We can see the tub over here. We can see the bathroom over here.
Okay. Does it appear from this that there's some kind of shelf above the toilet?
Yes.
All right, next one.
So this is an additional photo of the shelving unit. If a man stood to use the toilet, they would be kind of facing those shelves. Those shelves would kind of be at varying levels, kind of like shoulder length or shoulder height, head height, stuff like that. This is a SOG brand tactical tomahawk that was resting on the shelves. It was the top part, the actual hatchet was, or the tomahawk was on the shelving unit, but a majority of the actual handle was kind of just left dangling off, almost as though someone had just like quickly set it down and it was right there.
Okay. All right, and then this photo?
So again, it's just an additional photo of how the tactical tomahawk had been set down on top of the shelf. Again, this just kind of better demonstrates how much of that handle was hanging out and how it's almost just like, you know, resting on there. And again, the toilet would be directly below it. If a man was standing in front of the toilet to use it, you know, basically you'd get poked with that hatchet the way it was sticking out. It's a very tight squeeze in that bathroom.
Okay, what's that item next to the blade of the hatchet?
So this is just some sort of vape. Again, whether it was nicotine or THC, I don't have an answer to that, but it was some sort of vape device.
Okay. And here, what are we looking at?
Just an additional photo, again, showing the top of that tactical tomahawk, a better shot of the vape pen, or the vape device.
Okay. So did you collect that hatchet then?
Yeah, the first person into the bathroom actually collected it, but I assisted with the packaging of that hatchet.
Okay, so you assisted with the packaging of the hatchet. What did you do with it after it was packaged?
Once it was packaged, it was set aside for transport to the law enforcement center and then further processing at the state lab.
Okay, at the state crime lab?
Yes.
Okay, and did you package it up and send it to them in its entirety, or did you do any testing on that hatchet first?
No, based off what we were seeing inside the house, we believed there would be some trace evidence on there. When it comes to evidence, kind of the more you kind of handle stuff, tamper with it, you know, move it around, the more likelihood you have of destroying the integrity of that evidence. Something like that, we just want to put it in a box, seal it up, and let someone with even additional training and experience kind of run their tests on there.
So when you sent it to the lab, what kind of testing were you anticipated they would do on this item?
We made some requests for a couple of different kinds of testing. We wanted them to test for DNA and blood evidence, and we also asked that they test for, you know, latent fingerprints or anything like that might be on there.
Okay, very good. May I approach?
Yes.
Okay, I'm handing you what I have marked as State's Exhibit 14 and State's Exhibit 15. I'm going to hand you 15 first. What is 15?
So 15 is the SOG brand nylon sheath that keeps being mentioned, which was located on the dining room table.
Okay, and I would move to admit State's Exhibit 15.
No objection.
15 is admitted.
And then 14, I realized I put the sticker on the outside of this evidence box, okay? Tell me what is contained within the box.
So inside that box is a sealed SOG tactical tomahawk, which is sealed in heat seal plastic. Also in there are some swabs which were collected by the DCI laboratory in relation to their testing, which are sealed in a separate package.
Okay, and there's tape and things, you guys always package evidence to ensure the chain of custody, so no foreign hands, so to speak, are on it?
That's correct.
Okay, I would move to admit State's Exhibit 14.
And just look at the box.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm gonna have him open it,
Okay.
so I just didn't want to touch it myself, so I was gonna have him open it. Do you want to see it? Oh, that's fine, we can take the label off, we can put a new label on the inside. Okay.
Your Honor, just for the record, no objection as long as the box doesn't go back.
Exhibit 14 is admitted.
Okay, if you want to open that, investigator, and then when you are done, can the witness step down to show the jury judge?
Yes.
Okay, if you could step down as soon as
Okay.
you're done and bring both items and show them to the jury.
So, this would be the tactical tomahawk, which we located in the bathroom. Again, this wasn't how it was initially packaged, it was kind of repackaged for purposes of presentation to you guys today. This would have been what was collected, packaged, and sent to the lab for testing. And then here, Exhibit 15, this again would be that nylon holster, which would have been located on the kitchen table. And again, so it was pretty evident to us that these belong together.
Okay, and then, may I approach again, Judge?
Yes.
I put the sticker. Okay, and then we'll just put them in that box. I'll take that. Sorry, just give me 1 second, okay?
Can we take that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So you sent that item in for testing and you continue to process the bathroom. Did you collect any items from the bathroom or any specimens?
Yes, so we, again, we collected that vape. We collected those towels that were kind of balled up on the ground in front of the tub. So again, it looked as though someone had, the last person who showered may have tossed those down once they were wrapped up. There was a towel hanging on the towel rack, which was also seized. We did seize the shower curtain. There was kind of a pinkish reddish substance on it. Didn't look like it was quite consistent with blood, but whenever we're processing a crime scene, we would rather take more and find out we don't need it, or find out later it wasn't blood, than leave evidence at the scene. We also collected a swab from the sink. Inside the sink, there was what looked like a blood droplet on the sink, and so that dried blood would have been collected. We also collected a swab from the area around the bathtub drain. We attempted to remove the drain to kind of access the P-trap to maybe access any trace evidence. We were unable to, so we had to settle for kind of swabbing that area to hopefully collect any trace evidence.
Okay, and you also saw items that you swabbed in the living room and the hallway?
Yes.
Okay. May I approach?
Yes.
Joey. 16 and 17. I'll first hand you State's Exhibit 16. Take a look at those photos.
Yep.
Okay, and what generally is depicted within those photos?
Just kind of the areas that where swabs were collected when we processed the bathroom.
Okay, and then number 17.
Okay.
What are those?
Would have been possible blood spatter, which was located in the living room, dining room, and hallway.
Okay, and these photos looked as the scene did to you on January 18, 2024?
Yes.
Move to admit State's Exhibit 16 and 17.
16 and 17 are both admitted.
May I publish?
Yes.
All right, investigator. You were talking, I believe, about the item depicted in this photo. Can you explain it just again?
So this is the shower curtain. This is kind of that pinkish reddish substance that was on there. You know, we seized the whole curtain just in case, but looking at it closely, it certainly looked much more like maybe nail polish or paint or something than blood. It's just too bright and pink.
Okay. And then here in this photo?
Yeah, so this is the bathroom sink. Placard number 9 marks the dried blood droplet in the sink. That photo is kind of washed out.
Yeah.
I can't point out exactly where that blood droplet is in the photo, but there was one present there, and that was collected.
And it was close somewhere to the drain, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then this one, I'm sorry, these photos are not great. But what's in this one?
That's the bathtub drain. Again, the area that we kind of swabbed was just kind of around there with the hopes of possibly collecting some trace evidence.
Okay. Okay, that's it. And then we'll move on to Exhibit 17.